What are signs that someone is secretly unhappy, tired? If they aren't sleeping well, oftentimes something is keeping them up. Also, tiredness is a commonly used excuse to answer, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I've started saying tired because people stop prying then. It's socially acceptable. It's not as acceptable to say you feel like life is completely pointless. Me too. I just don't give her anymore. A lot of times I just want people to shut the up and quit bothering me with their stupid questions. They smile at you because they want to be nice, friendly, but as soon as you look away, the smile falls off their face because they kind of put it there, rather than it rising up naturally. Once its job is done, they let it go. I find myself doing this often. Whenever I pass by somebody while walking, I'll smile at them to be friendly, polite. Once they pass me or stop looking at me, I just stop smiling. It's like a light switch, except it's dull whenever it's turned on. Not finding pleasure in activities they used to enjoy too. Persistent low mood. 3. Problems sleeping. Me, awake staring at a wall, not sleeping until 2 a.m. unless I take Benadryl, going from 4 hours of sleep to over 14 on a weekday. Nor, I'm fine. Even if this person looks very happy, you can easily put them down, make them sad or cry. They became very upset when someone is even a little bit rude to them. They can be very loud and happy at one moment and quiet another. It's my own experience. I don't know how it works with other people. I think this is the best way for me to recognize my depression. I'm so much more sensitive to the smallest mistakes. I can sob because my shower isn't warming up. It just feels like the worst thing is everything. Yes, can relate so much. You feel upset about everything that goes not like you planned and stuff like that. I once started to cry because we hadn't got tuna. I'm a guy. They don't put any effort into life. Sometimes I get bursts of motivation to just get up and start improving my life, like right now. Finish college, hit the gym, but then I think of all the effort I'd actually have to put in to do this, and think, is it really worth it? Or, I don't actually enjoy working out or going to class. Will this really bring me more happiness? And just kind of go back to sleep or switching between Reddit and YouTube. I think that's where setting reasonable, achievable goals is a huge help. Start small, I mean really small. Maybe even something you can do easily. Just make a routine out of it before you start building it up. Go to the gym once a week before 3x a week, ECT. General apathetic approach to life mostly can be perfectly described as feeling meh, yeah, I don't really mind. It's okay. I'm fine. It is what it is. Sure. I'm just tired. Whatever. I don't really care. Whatever you like. I have nothing to talk about or don't give any opinions. It's a sign that nothing excites or interests them, monsieur. Ouch. Yeah. Even, what do you want to eat, is usually met with, I don't care, when I normally love food. I will say that, usually I'm pretty happy to eat anywhere with someone, so the I don't care is pretty genuine. As someone who is currently very unhappy, they want to have alone time way more than they usually do. Withdrawal from social life, overthinking, anxiety over small decisions, procrastination, not wanting to put effort into relationships. Edit. I am going to try and respond to as many of these replies as I can. You are not alone. Gives extreme attention to small details that don't matter, and on the contrary ignores larger matters. Yes, the sense of lack of control gives you the only chance of control in micromanaging. Of course, it never works and is much worse if you don't address the big issue, but, well, if it was something good, it wouldn't be a consequence of something bad. They stop engaging in hobbies and activities they used to love. Gaming for me, I've just bought Fallout 4 and Skyrim Shay just to sit in the Steam library. I remember being excited for games to come out. Mass Effect 2 is now 10 years old this year and I literally couldn't sleep knowing it was coming out the next day. The same with The Last of Us. I couldn't wait to finish work to go in and pick it up after. The excitement was overflowing. Cyberpunk 2077 has been a game I've wanted to play for years, and hearing it was delayed until September didn't even make me feel disappointed. Or The Last of Us 2. I don't have the hype despite mentally knowing I want to play those games. The emotion isn't there. It took me a very long time to realize that anger is one of my first responses to depression. I feel like we imagine those gray blobs from the commercials that are listless and distracted and sad, but for me, unchecked depression expresses as anger. I can't believe the stupidity around me. I give no one the benefit of the doubt. I assume everything is a slight and preemptively expect slights. As you can imagine, it's utterly exhausting and terrible to be around. Then I lost enough friends, realized I needed to change, got therapy out of my own choice for the first time, changed my responses to things, got on medication, and now it takes a lot to get me angry. A lot. The weird part for me is that anger seems to be my replacement for depression. The meds I'm on do actually feel like they help. I don't get that muted sense of life where I'm floating through it meaninglessly and constantly questioning why I bother. Now, instead of getting upset or sad, I just get frustrated and angry. I think it's because I was depressed for most of my life and I just don't know how to cope without it. It sucks because I spent years getting my childhood, teen anger under control, and I had to trade that control to get rid of my depression. They're always cracking jokes. Those people usually have a lot pent-up disappointment that they can't find happiness, so they try to spread happiness to anyone else. Oh no. When they ask you what you're doing all the time and are a little pushy because they just wanna talk to someone but never say it straightforward that they aren't happy and that they need some company. Wow, this is definitely me. I just want someone to ask me if I've been alright and if I need to talk. Seems like either no one gives a or everyone is having such a time that they don't even know what to do with themselves. Are you alright? Regression, isolation, short fuse around loved ones, always tired, or not feeling well when asked to do something, boredom from things that used to entertain. There are lots of signs. Edit. Wow, this really blew up. Thanks for my first award, kind stranger. I see this resonates with a lot of other people. It took a long time for me to realize that many people, even friends or family, can be having the same thoughts and emotions. I remember the first time someone basically explained myself while talking about their own issues. I was maybe 26 at the time and my coworker was in his late 50s. He needed someone to talk to and it blew my mind. I've been depressed for a while now and have been reluctant to talk to a psychologist, so I'm not the best guy to dish out advice. It might be time to seek help if you're doing the things listed above, or developing habits you think are unhealthy, like not wanting to get out of bed on a day off, smoking lots of weed, avoiding basic responsibilities, missing work and then feeling like and longing for the past, constant disassociation. You don't even need to talk to a psychologist or a therapist to get over some of these things if they're just starting to feel the monsieur. Confiding in a close friend or a family member could steer you straight. If you've been feeling like this for a while though, you're like me, and it's time to get real help. This post alone is forcing me to rethink going to therapy. Might make a call tomorrow. Been this way for 9+ years now and I've honestly forgotten how anything else feels like. Thought I was over my depression after stopping feeling like so all the time, but it seems like it has just become the norm now, not caring for things. I literally have no enthusiasm or interest in anything now and thought that was just a part of getting older. Hiding in their clothes, not participating in conversation much, not having interests or only having one or two interests. That hurts to read. I don't really enjoy my hobbies anymore, but I need something to distract me from myself. I think a lot of the time people who are secretly unhappy do their best to make the people they care about laugh and feel happy, as they know what it's like to feel so down and unhappy with the world. They don't wish for the people they care about to feel that way. I do all of these things. Ditto. A small part of me wishes someone in real life would pick up the hints, but I DK how much good that would do for me. I'm finding out that it's not up to anyone else to fix you. You either do it yourself or suffer. I can't find the energy to do it myself. They're tired all the time. Say they're fine or okay, with no elaboration when you ask. Sigh a lot, space out a lot, seem distracted, don't seem to enjoy anything. I woke up to roughly 100 replies in my inbox, so I can't can't respond to everyone individually. A few things to say though. I'm not saying everyone who does this has clinical depression. If you feel that you might have a problem, talk to a professional. I wrote this list based off of how I act at work. I have severe depression, ADHD, and complex PTSD. I know that all of this can spring from any of those, something else, or it can be nothing except normal boredom or detachment. I hope you all feel better. Sucks that so many people are so down on themselves. And GT, sigh a lot holy. This, I don't even notice when I do it, but I do this constantly, because everything you hate is running through your head all the time and it's exhausting, so what must be dozens of times a day. HEEUUGGGHHHHH. My wife always asks me what's wrong. I think it's rando, monsieur, but I walk around sighing all day. But yes, I'm incredibly unhappy. Not so secretly anymore. I thought the problem was an inability to communicate in my marriage, but it was just me all along. I was the probable, monsieur, the root of it all. When they try their best to make everyone else happy, it's sort of a catharsis to them because they get momentary joy by making someone laugh or smile or have a nice day, but they don't ever do anything to make themselves happy. Edit. Geez Louise, I didn't expect this to blow up. I've been going through all of the motions for myself as well as saying no to others now. It's hard when you've been working on it for years and haven't found that reward yet. But yeah, I do go around helping any and all of my handful of friends and family. I just want them to know that they will always have at least one person to count on. I don't have that. I never want him to feel the way I do now. I hope you're able to find that reward soon. It's one of the few things that make me happy nowadays. I would like to think that at least a few of the people you spend your time helping know they can count on you too though. But best of luck in the future. It really sucks feeling this way and I hope you're able to get past it. Not answering emails and texts is a warning sign for me. I start procrastinating about personal correspondence when I'm on my way into a bad depressive episode. I just want to say this entire thread feels like a personal attack and summary of the last 2 years of my life, and I have to say, I did not think I was that unhappy in life. High five, we're sinking in the same ship, Captain. That we are first mate. That we are. Dead eyes. When I ran into a friend after leaving my gaslighting ex, I told her that we had broken up and why. Her response was, I knew you were being abused. Your eyes were dead but now they're full of life.